Hello, everyone. We're live here from Brossard, Quebec for the Division 5B Finals. I'm joined in the booth with Alex Blais. How you doing?
I'm doing amazing. I love to see 5B, my former team play. It's going to be amazing.
So talking about your former team playing, they're huddling up now. They're getting ready. I think we're going to be starting in a matter of seconds. Anything we should know about your team?
I honestly, the quarterback has like an amazing leadership style, and also Alex Aquila is an amazing defensive captain and great presence on the team. And they got also some new young players that'll have like a big impact on the team.
Perfect. So with that, the huddle's broken. Lockdown are scrimmaging at their own 10-yard line, and we're in business. Let's get going. Okay, perfect. So we're looking at the first down of the game. How are you getting this game started? You taking a deep shot early, all hooks? What's your style?
Like honestly, having a team like Trapstars, young guys, quick guys, I would literally start the game with a small hooks, quick hooks. Like getting them, like a simple play, a methodical drive. Starting it off easy.
So what you're saying is that lockdown can get those big chunk plays, those 20, 25-yard games without necessarily airing the ball out 25 yards?
Yeah, for sure. And also, you gotta play like smart. Like have some great athletes on the defensive side, and you gotta play smart. Like find the holes, find the open guy, quick plays.
Yeah. Well, they clearly know what they're doing because Lockdown has scored on their first possession of every single playoff game so far. So let's see what they have in store. Scrounging from their 10-yard line, quarterback in near under center. Too wide on each side. Takes a snap, looks to his left, going deep right away to Reese Morgan Tracy. Complete touchdown!
Oh my goodness. They did not listen to what I was saying. That was an amazing play. Great placement by the quarterback Buccaneer and an amazing adjustment by Reese. Even though the coverage, I think it was by Garber. That was an amazing coverage too, but that was an amazing pass.
Yeah, the coverage was by Ryan Garber, arguably Trapstars' best player. He beat him deep. He caught the ball and made them pay for 6.
Exactly.
Now they're going for 1. This is a team who loves to go for 1-point converts. I'm not a huge fan of 2. No. And generally on 1-point converts, they're looking towards, I've got this one inside, Ryan Garber. Sorry, no, Ryan Garber.
Reese.
So drops back, scrambles to his right. Rusher's got him. That's a sack. No real impact. Long story short, converts no good. So now Trapstars need to reply as quickly as possible. This is another team who scored on every single possession to start the game in the postseason. What's the response to that?
I mean, what's the response? Honestly, I think that they'll be going deep too. And if they score deep on the first play, we're looking at an amazing game for us. But also the matchup between Reese and Garber, that would be a one to watch. Like honestly, on defense, I would put Reese on Garber because he is the best defensive presence and the best offensive presence.
So that's not what they're doing right now. Right now they have Louis Messier-Lavallée running up with Garber, who is Trapstars' leading receiver with 16 touchdowns, 300-plus receiving yards, the complete package. So we have Cooper Young under center, David Giroux going in motion from left to right. Snap goes to Young, surveys the field, scrambles, connects with Garber, scrambles up the sidelines, tackled by a diving Alex.
Yeah, great tackle. Really putting his body on the line for that FPF championship.
So Cooper's only thrown 4 interceptions all season. Hasn't thrown an interception, I think, in 6 games. What's the key to his success?
Well, man, you know how they plays. You know when he plays on defense. You know that he's not throwing many picks, and you're gonna do like some quick plays, quick outs, quick hooks, and you gotta really adjust to that. Like some man tight, like really tight plays, tight coverage.
Perfect. So we have second down here. Takes the snap, scrambles to his like he loves to do. Connects a hook to Garber, tackled again by Alex, the sure-handed Alex Tequila. They're marching the field down slowly. They love Ryan Garber. We all know this. Do you right now want to take away Ryan Garber in the shorts? Are you happy with Garber catching 2-yard hooks?
Honestly, I would go right on him right now, and I would press on him right now, and I will make sure that Garber does not touch the ball. Because even though he has some good receivers, some good young receivers, I'm pretty sure that he's going to go for Garber,
Perfect. So we have a fresh set of downs here. Let's see what they're going for. Takes the snap. Again, looking to his right. This is completed in and out of the hands of David Giroux. Yeah. This is the first time he's looking to any other receiver than Garber.
Yeah. But honestly, like the explosiveness from Alex is incredible. He's playing with so much heart. He's jumping every single play yet. He's been on the floor at the end of the play. He's been trying to get the pick, get the flag. He's really quick on it.
Well, to be fair, he has consumed 3 Red Bulls and 3 bags of candies today, so I presume that's the excess energy we're seeing let out on the field.
So what you're saying that like halftime he'll be having a sugar down and he'll be like on the bench chilling?
No, what I'm saying is halftime is time for more Red Bulls. So
Oh,
now we
okay.
have 2nd down, 2nd and 10. Let's see if he looks somewhere else. We have Alex creeping out, playing in the shorts. He drops back, straight drop. He's looking deep. He wants to run. He takes off running. He has room. Reese Morgan missed the tackle. He has a first down, and Moore steps out of bounds at the 7-yard line.
Yeah. And I don't know if Reese was their rusher for the entire season. Could you back me? Yeah, he was. Okay.
Yeah, he was the rusher this season. He finished with 11 sacks,
11
averaging
sacks.
a sack a game. I was surprised to see him miss there. He's someone who's new to flag football, relatively speaking. Do you think he's maybe a better athlete and still getting up to speed with tackling? Is that maybe a weakness in his game?
I mean, like, it's pretty different having like different tackle form and a flag form. You know, like I coach high school, and it's all football players, and they always go for tackles. And seeing him like really go for the flag, that's what you want to see from a new flag player.
Perfect. So we're in the red zone here. First down, fresh out of downs. The number 1 target in the red zone is, you guessed it, Ryan Garber.
Exactly.
Other than that, Josh Neimer is their 2nd leading red zone target. So again, this ball goes outside to Josh Neimer.
And
What's the call? Touchdown!
Josh
That's a great
Neimer.
job getting inside the cone.
Yeah.
A little blitz of speed
Yeah.
secures the touchdown.
That was a
Great
great
play.
also way to move your hips, right? Avoid the tackle from Alex Aquila. He moved his hips to get the touchdown, and that's what you want to see.
We were just talking about how sure-handed Alex Aquila was there, and he was a second short on the tackle. He missed it a foot short and gave up the early score. So we have a 6-6 tie game going for 1.
Exactly. I'm pretty sure that we're looking at a very interesting game, and it's going to go down to the wire. I'm pretty sure. I want
So
some overtime.
keep an eye out for David Giroux and Vincent Rizzolo. Despite not being the top receivers, they are the top players on conference. So Garber drops back, tosses a deep ball, and sure enough, right into the waiting hands
Yeah,
of David Giroux.
And that ball waited in the air for a while, you know. That could have been intercepted easily, but.
But it got there. He was
he got
that
there,
open.
right.
So we all know Anir is not a deep threat quarterback. He has a nice deep ball. But the best part of his game is probably methodically marching the field.
Exactly.
Are we thinking deep shots, or is now he finally going to go short?
At first I thought it would be like a small play to Reese, but he went deep, so I can't really see anything. But usually, Buck likes to throw the post wheel. That's all I'm saying.
Okay, interesting. Let's keep an eye out for that. We have 1st and 10. Buck under center. His top 2 targets to his left. Looking right, completes to Logan Boyce, tackle by David Giroux. And that's nearly enough for a first down. That's what we're used to seeing from lockdown.
Exactly. That's their like textbook plays. They would always small plays, smart plays. Take what the defense gives you. You know, if he gives you 6 yards, do a 3-yard hook, and you know you'll get some extra yards after broken tackle.
So we have Jonathan Steiberg right now rushing for Trapstars, a fast rusher, 7 sacks on the season, multiple PDs. More than just getting to the quarterback, he does a good job getting to pass lanes. Let's see how that develops. On this 2nd and very short, maybe time for a short deep. Buccaneer drops deep, completes to Steven Alberico. Who makes David Giroux miss? Makes a 2nd tackle miss.
But
he doesn't look like the most molested guy.
No, exactly. But he's really elusive. He breaks tackles. He's like known for that, you know. But also, what I love seeing about Buccaneer, he's like so quick to throw the ball away. You know, he's just like quick passes. Even though the rusher is extremely young, extremely fast, he can still throw the ball quick and dump it off to his safety valve.
Yeah, so despite all the talent on this team, despite the new additions, despite Reese Morgan Tracy, the leading receiver in terms of receptions is still the good old Steven Alberico. He has 40 receptions on the season, averages 5 yards a catch. When they need that 4th down catch, they're looking to Steven.
Exactly.
So now fresh set of downs, 1st and 10, scrimmaging from the 20-yard line, snaps nice, throws the drag across the Max Newcastle, and tackle is made by
Cooper Young, I think.
Cooper Young, yes, sir. That's around a 6-yard gain.
Yeah. That's what you want to see. You know, that's what you want to have.
Exactly, and it's nice to see them falling into a rhythm. Instead of that chunk play, it's great they got the 40-yard touchdown, but that's not sustainable for this team.
Exactly, and also what I like seeing is that he's thrown to, I think, 3 or 4 different receivers, so it shows that the defense, they got to really watch every single player, right?
Yes, I think now either 2nd or 3rd down. I also love the fact they haven't got the 4th down yet. They've converted just 38% of 4th downs on the season, so they can avoid getting there. It's definitely better for this team. So now Oh, a sack. That's the speed of Steinberg we were talking
That
about.
was a nice pass deflection, too, even though it didn't count. That was an amazing pass deflection.
For good measure, Kyle Oberfeld came flying in at the end of the play, batted away, look at the sack, and keep on looking at the replay. Oh, you just miss it out of your screen, but on the left-hand side, Oberfeld came diving in and did get the tip.
Yeah.
Double credit there.
Yeah, but hey, as you were saying, that's a great way to avoid your like bad 4th down conversion. Just don't have a 4th down.
Exactly. So now I think we're looking at a 3rd and 10. So they gained around 5 yards on first down, lost 5 yards again. So it is a 3rd and manageable.
Yeah, 3rd and 10, I think. About 3rd and 10, 3rd and 11.
This feels like Reese Morgan Tracy time now, doesn't it?
Yeah.
So let's keep an eye out on the left-hand side of the screen, number
like a
13.
comeback route.
Comeback is what we're calling. That's where he's looking. He's going deep, but he's throwing to number 10. That's John? Yes, it is
Michael.
John. I wasn't very confident on that one, but it is John. Tackle made by Cooper Young. So now we have a 4th down coming up. 4th and 2. You've played with Buck. Does he like running here, or is he looking for a drag?
Honestly, he does not like running, but he can run. So if he's really, really badly, if he's like stuck, he's gonna run, right?
But
he
it
does
won't be
not
a
like
run design, so there will be someone he's looking for.
Exactly.
Are we presuming this is Steven Alberico time?
Yes.
Perfect. So let's look for the snapper here on 4th and 2. Crucial play early in the game. Drag left, drag right. Let's see what they have. 4th down. Buccaneer under center. Snap is nice. Alberico goes left. He looks deep. This is the Max Newcastle. Caught. Touchdown.
Max Newcastle.
Snagged it away from his body.
he's
Protected
totally-
from the defender. Made them miss and made them pay
Exactly.
for 6 points.
Buccaneer plays the ball in a way that only Max can catch it, and that was an amazing pass and an amazing catch for the touchdown.
Perfect. And now they're going for 1 on the convert. Again,
Yeah.
this team loves going for 1 all season long. You've played with this team.
Yes.
So on a 1-point convert, they look in front of the end zone, back of the end zone. They trying to layer concepts, or are they just beating you with athleticism?
beating with a athleticism, yeah. But honestly, I wasn't getting the balls too much in the conversions. Right, I was more like a deep threat, not a 5-yard player,
Yeah, not getting the ball much is what I heard. So 1-point convert here coming up for the lockdown.
Okay.
Snap goes to a near. Alberico runs right. Buccaneer rolls left. Is overthrown for Reese Morgan Tracy. He was looking for the in at the back of the end zone. There it looked like Reese Morgan Tracy was supposed to stop in the hole. It was man coverage. So it's man coverage. You're going to run through that hole. They were on a different page. Quarterback didn't pick up the fact that it was man, which led to the ball being misplaced.
Exactly. And literally, like 80% of the time, it's called the lanes. It's lanes there, right? So it really makes a quarterback not like really like comfortable and not like really like aware to know.
And it's interesting to see that they're going with man in the red zone. If you run, so let's keep an eye out. Maybe they'll call crossers later on in the game and try to get off that man coverage. Big cushion out here for Ryan Garber. Pass is completed to Vincent Rizzolo. 5-yard gain, tackle by Logan Boyce. So if you look on the last play, Ryan Garber had a 10-yard cushion. Is that a good idea, or do you want to press him a bit more?
I would press. Because honestly, they have like 3 or 4 athletes that can keep up with the speed of Garber, right? So I think that they should maybe like 2 or 3 yards away, and that'll be perfect. But going back to the extra point, I feel that Trapstars feel like they have the speed to match lockdown. That's why they're doing man-to-man in the.
Let's see what happens here. 2nd and 10 in their own territory. Looks left, pump fakes. He's going deep. He's got him open. Divigiu drops the ball. That was wide open. It was perfect.
That was Kyle Oberfeld.
Kyle Oberfeld, my ball. Sorry, David.
It's okay.
He stopped, pump faked him. Defender jumped, went deep. Ball was in his hands.
Honestly,
the touchdown was
that
waiting
was
for him.
a perfect route, a perfect catch. Just not able to keep it in your hands.
His eyes were lighting up. He was thinking touchdown.
Exactly.
He saw himself throwing in for 6 before he even caught the ball.
He was seeing his face on the screen, on the touchdown screen,
Exactly. Well, he's going to see this replay for a while, and I'm not sure he'll like it as much if he had caught the touchdown. But
honestly, going back, that was a great route.
So I think this speaks a bit to the aggressivity of which Lockdown are playing with. If they want to give a bit more cushion like we talked about, it will avoid those double moves. 3rd down play, Reese Morgan Tracy jogging in, pressure on Cooper Young, and he throws the ball away.
Maybe they're looking a bit for a
intentional grounding?
Yeah, but out of the pocket.
I don't think so. He was out of the pocket. There was a receiver in the area. I'm going to agree with the refs there. I think that's a good no call. David Giroux or someone was in the area there. It could have been a miss, though. We know it wasn't,
but honestly,
it could have been.
That's a really, really rare call in FPF. Like in like 4 years of working and playing, I've maybe seen that call twice because they feel it's so small, right? So there's everywhere.
Exactly. So if I could be wrong here, we have 9 minutes 35 seconds left from Brossard, Quebec. Lockdown up 12-7, and we have a 3rd down and 7 for Trapstars. This smells like Ryan Garber time. He hasn't caught a ball in a while. Cooper Young drops back. He's looking deep. No, Ryan Garber ran the comeback. Tackle made by
Alex, I think.
Lewis.
Oh,
Lewis or Alex, one of the
They were
two.
both there, you
So
know.
we were talking this whole time about the threat of Garber deep running the fly. He ran the comeback.
Yeah.
If they want to give him a 10-yard cushion, that comeback will be open all game long.
Exactly.
So is that why you said we need to press him a bit more?
Exactly. Like, honestly, I think that the DB who's covering Garber, he has the speed to keep up. I don't know who he is, but he looks like a fast guy.
The DB covering him is Louis Messier-Lavallee.
Louis Messier-Lavallee. No number, and Mr. No Number.
Exactly. Wear your numbers, people. You get your stats. We have a fresh set of downs now for Trapstars scrummaging just inside the opponent's territory. Cooper Young scrambles to his left. This is a run. He's got room to run. He's got the first down. Scrambles out after the first down. That's a nice 10-yard pickup for a quarterback who's very mobile but doesn't run very much.
Exactly. Honestly, Buccaneer also is like that, but he really never runs. But he's a great runner, too. So we see like two quarterbacks that have the athletic ability to throw and get that first down, but do not use their legs as much as you would think of.
Do we think Cooper Young's going to start adding more and more runs into this game the harder the passing game gets? Or do you think that was a specific design given the context?
I'm pretty sure that was like seeing no one open and just throwing and get the yards that you can get, because he probably knows that Reese has 11 sacks and he's a good tackler, right?
Good point. He did miss the sack earlier, but now we have first and goal. So scrimmaging from around the 9-yard line. Cooper straight drop, completes to his center. That is Josh Neimer. Tackle is short. No. It was first and goal, 7-yard gain. So now we're going to have second and short. No more run options. Ryan Garber has 16 touchdowns on the season. How do you take him away in the red zone?
Press. Press. You can't press, but you got to really like a yard away, you know. You got to really have like your fastest guy on him and, you know, like try to avoid those quick slants and...
Sounds good. My gut feeling here is that lockdown doesn't have the athletes to run man-to-man coverage. If you look at Eagle lined up in front of David Giroux, you can tell this is going to be a lanes call. Looks like 5 lanes across the board. Scrambles right. Oh, that's a nice, easy completion to David.
That was a nice route, too. Nice route by Garber.
So one thing I've noticed twice now is Cooper Young and his receivers are in really good sync with everything pump fake. If you think back to the hook and go, the pump fake worked. On the touchdown again, we had a pump fake, bit, and it got him open.
Exactly, and it's really hard defending against a pump fake, right? Because
how would you do it?
You give a bigger cushion, right? You got a bigger cushion, but you want Young. You want to be like close to Young because he always gets a ball in quick passes, right? So you want to be close to him. But when you pump fake, it's really really hard to adjust.
So now we're going for the 1-point convert. It's already a 13-12 Trapstars lead. Cooper Young scrambles to his left, pump fakes again, throws back at the end zone. Oh, that's a contested catch.
He's stole the ball from the
now,
DB.
That being said, he might have stepped out of bounds. I'm not going to get a great angle. Let's see if we see it on the replay.
Oh, time.
We have 6 minutes. Leo signaling to us that there's 6 minutes left in the half. That's exactly what we have here. We have coming from you with Alexi Blais from the booth from Brossard, Quebec. We have 13-12 Trapstars. We have 6 minutes left in the first half of the Division 5B finals.
Yeah, no, we've been treated to a really tight and good game. I'm pretty happy, you know, like they both scored on every possession.
There hasn't been a stop yet. Is this the kind of game where one stop does it all? Let's see. So first and 10, crucial drive for lockdown. Buccaneer throws short. This is words.
Okay, that was a good play.
Nice completion to John.
Cooper almost stripped the ball away, but he forgot that he could. That it was
this isn't tackle. The strip gets you a penalty, not a turnover. It's not the move to go for here.
That was a smart play of stopping your motion and trying to strip the ball, right?
So one thing to keep an eye out for going forwards is Trapstars have a very good defense, don't get me wrong, but they don't produce a ton of interceptions. Their strength is forcing turnovers on downs, and we haven't got to a single 4th down yet. It's going to be interesting to see what they need to change, but we already have a fresh set of downs, first and 10. Buccaneer at his own 20-yard line, steps up. Steven Albert goes dragging right. John Michael Anfasi catches the drag. Hackle is made by 19. And we have a flag on the play. Could this be interference on the rusher?
That was Reese by the catch, though. That was a catch by Reese. But it might be coming back on a rusher interference. Oh, holding offense. How can you hold on offense?
I'm not entirely sure. Interesting call.
Yeah, boy. Leo's a very experienced ref, and he knows what he's calling. So I won't question his calling.
Potentially illegal contact. Maybe that was a pick play.
That's true.
That could make more sense. And I know this is the kind of team that loves their pick plays.
Yeah.
So we're going to repeat the down. We have, wait for the signal. I believe second down, 2nd and 10, so he went back
Yeah.
5 yards.
Oh, maybe it was the Climbers. I don't think they backed up.
They definitely did back up. I saw Leo marching them backwards. So we have 2nd down, scramaging from inside their own territory once again, looking short. Pass completed to John. Sorry, that is Lewis. When you don't have your jersey, the names get harder.
Exactly,
Tackled by Ryan
exactly.
Garber. This is why you wear your jerseys, people.
Yeah. And if you were a Trapstars defense, would you put Garber on maybe Reese? You know, like having a like I'm not saying that Lewis Messi is not a good receiver, but I'm saying that Reese is a really big threat. And
It's an interesting call. It feels like this would be the right decision if you're playing man. Sorry, if you're playing zone. But instead they're playing a lot of man in the red zone. Let's see if they change up their assignments so we get closer and closer. So we have a 3rd down, very short. Smells like run territory. Buccaneer takes the snap, scrambles to his left. Sacked! That is the 2nd sack in the game for Jonathan Steinberg. He's becoming a difference maker.
Yeah.
7 sacks on the season, already 2 today. What do Lockdown need to do differently to start avoiding this devastating rush?
Well, Buccaneers always are a really quick thrower, right? So maybe even quicker throws, because that rusher's coming at you with a lot of speed.
Perfect. So now we're looking at 4th down, an area in which Lockdown hasn't excelled this season, converting at below or around 40%. So we have a 4th and 8. This is not a situation they want to be in. The biggest play so far in this game.
Yeah.
Buccaneer under center, a tight set from his slot receivers. Nice snap right into his hands. We're going deep. He's looking for his Reese Morgan Tracy. Makes the first man miss. Makes a second miss.
Great
Tackles
too.
made. 1st down.
That was-
Lockdown.
That was a great tackle. That was great tackle.
Was it a great tackle or was it a great catch and making the first man miss?
Good play by both. Good play by both.
That being said, I know Trapstars aren't happy. They're a team who prides themselves on making stops on 4th down. They're a team who needs to turn over the ball on downs instead of with interceptions.
Yeah.
They were counting on that to be a big play in the game, and it hasn't gone their way. Let's see how further 4th down goes.
Also, what I've noticed, Max Newcastle hasn't gotten the ball that much. He's got that
I think
quick,
one
nice
catch.
catch. But that touchdown, I think that was a touchdown, right?
Yes, sir. So we have 1st and 10 around the 11-yard line. Scrambles to his left, pumps. Reese Morgan Tracy tackled very, very quickly by Kai Oberfeld. That's a 2-yard gain.
Yeah, that was
That's a
nice
good
catch.
play by Trapstars, though.
Yeah. Quick on the tackle. Don't give him extra yards. That's perfect, And also the DB, I think, who is Kyle Oberfeld. He was right on the player. He was right there.
When you get into the red zone, that sticky coverage, that's what really matters. You can't give up the extra 2-yard cushion because that's the difference between touchdowns and turnovers on downs.
Exactly. So now it's not quite 2nd and goal.
And we're outside the red zone, so we still have the run alive. But we have
Exactly.
2nd around 7 yards to gain from the 8-yard line. Buccaneer under center. Takes the snap, nice into his hands, looks left. He was looking for Steven Owickle, diving. Great coverage by Cooper Young.
It looked like a double coverage too. The corner bit on the snapper, and
that being said, the ball placement there was fantastic.
That's
if
true.
That
no one
ball,
can pick it.
Exactly. If that ball was a yard further behind his receiver,
that was a pick six.
That was going the other way, and maybe we're talking about the end of the game. Instead, good ball placement, incomplete pass, lives to fight on 3rd down.
Yeah. So I think the ref Leo is blowing. I don't know what.
I'm not entirely sure what Leo's blowing, but we have 1 minute left on our clock. We'll keep you posted as to what Leo's saying and whatever the hand gestures here doing mean.
Exactly.
So 3rd down, 8 yards to gain from the 8-yard line. Buccaneer scrambles to his left. He's looking deep. That's a beautiful catch. He went up. He snagged it above his catch. John Michael with that catch of the game.
And the flag too. That's amazing. That was an amazing catch to get that 1st down.
I'm not sure the catch was good for the 1st down, but the flag will tack it on. That's because otherwise we had 4th down in a situation where you can't run.
Exactly, but that was an amazing catch. Amazing concentration. And also,
let's wait and see what the call was.
The flag was waved, I think, because the Trapstars defense are looking happy.
Could this be a penalty against Lockdown? Buccaneer does not look happy.
Talking into Alex about
pass interference, offense. Penalty is declined. Now, let's remember, pass interference can be challenged. So in theory, this offensive pass interference could be challenged. If the challenge was successful, the result of the play would stand.
Yeah. Maybe if you have time to look at the play again.
I think we're about to get the replay here.
So quick out.
So I see what was called. It was a pick play. Reese Morgan Tracy was running a straight fly. John Michael was coming 10 out underneath. And instead of going around his defender, Reese Morgan went into him stopping his progression and stopping him from attacking the ball.
Yeah, after seeing it on the second replay, he's a really pick play, right?
What do you think of the call?
Good play by the referee, the side judge.
And that was a hard play to see. As someone who refs as well, seeing those plays closest to yourself when you need to back up and turn your head, some of the hardest ones to see.
Exactly.
I think that's a good call.
It's a good call. And do you like the decision of the defense of declining the penalty? Having 4th down and
yes, because now they'll be backed up. So we'll go 3rd down from long to 3rd down and very long. Because that was 3rd down.
Yes.
They gained 7 of the 8 yards they needed.
Okay.
Exactly.
I thought declined. That's why I was wondering. That was a very questionable play, but.
Oh yeah, I would not have declined that. Moving this backwards is the
neither.
good call, especially with 5 plays left. So we have 3rd down now. In a situation where lockdown don't score, we're turning the ball back over to Trapstars to score, take the lead, and then start with the ball in the second half.
Yeah.
This is huge for lockdown, either to score
or
to stop Trapstars. If they get neither, we're not looking good. This definitely looks like a false start.
But on offense, that was an offensive false start. 3 receivers went offside.
So, on the bright side, if you're going to be offside, might as well really well offside.
Exactly.
And they were a solid 15 yards downfield by the time the ball was snapped. They were going all in on their offside.
When you have 3 players offside, that was probably a miscommunication in the huddle, right? That was not just one person that was not focused. 3 people going offside.
Remember the famous everyone but the snapper penalty against the Pittsburgh Steelers? This is kind of what it feels like.
Exactly.
I think they might have forgotten to snap the ball.
Exactly.
So, we've gone from 3rd and medium to 3rd and very long to 3rd and a mile. Yeah. So, for the 3rd time now, 3rd down, 5 plays in the half, Buccaneer under center, looking to at least cross half field so that he can punt to the 1-yard line. Takes the snap right into his hands, scrambles to his left. He's looking deep. He's going for it all. He wants Reese Morgan Tracy down the sidelines. On and out of his hands. Kyle Oberfeld was in great possessions. Now we're looking at 4th down. Do you punt?
Yes, I will punt because I do not think that Young has the strength to throw the ball like 49, 48 yards.
I agree, but he has 3 plays. He can run. They can create yards after the catch. I'm saying I agree with punting, but it's not that safe.
Yeah. Having a rusher like Reese being
they're going for it.
Well,
on 4th down.
Really, all of my guesses on lockdown have been wrong right now, so I can't really say much about that.
So this is a hugely gutsy call. If they score here, they're in the driver's seat for the rest of the game. If they don't score here, if Trapstars get the ball back and score, they're not in a good situation at all. So Trapstars are lined up, most players on the goal line, 4 left for lockdown. Buccaneer airs it deep, looking for Reese Morgan Tracy.
Out of bounds.
Incomplete. And honestly, Trapstars are very happy he came down out of bounds. Had that been complete, it would have been a touchback in the end zone, the same result as a punt. So.
And you lose 15 yards, Well, I think, it would start at 10.
So now, Trapstars have 3 plays scrambling from exactly midfield. What are we looking at? What are your 3 plays? Are you going 7 yards, 7 yards, 7 yards, or are you taking a shot?
I'm throwing first play a shot. If it doesn't work, a quick like 10-yard out, throw it there, and then go for the end zone. Because going 3 times deep in the end zone is not too safe, and it might get picked too, right? So,
I agree. We saw in the Co-Ed 1 final the other day an interception with 3 plays left in the first half. Power Rangers took over, and that was essentially game over. So here, they want to score. Worst case scenario is not turning over the ball. So we have 3 plays left in the first half.
Exactly.
Cooper Young under center, 1st and 10 for Trapstars, scrambling from just inside their opponent's territory. Takes the snap right into his hands, still feet, scrambles to his right, looks for David Giroux, 1 hops it, that's short.
And he was alone. He had like a good 3-4 yard separation by Eddie.
And room to run.
Exactly. That's a really bummer play for Trapstars.
So it seems like they're going for the split the field in 3. Say it was 21 yards to the end zone, they're going for 7 yards, 7 yards, 7-yard touchdown. Now that strategy's out the window.
Yeah.
They keep putting the first yards. So let's go back to your strategy now. Now they want a 10-yard out to be able to set up a more manageable shot to the end zone.
Exactly. But
if I'm laying a bet, Ryan Garber come back on the left side of your screen. Or my left. I'm not sure if it's the left of your screen. I'm not this good. So, 2nd and 10. 2 plays left in the half. Looks deep. It was a comeback down the other sideline. Kyle Oberfeld. That's a 13-yard gain and a holding penalty. Oh. Yes, holding penalty. That's be a holding yard penalty. Tacky on 5 yards on Logan Boyce. We're going to move half the distance. We're going to have
the 2-yard line.
3rd down from inside the 5.
It's 1st down, but with 1 play left.
Doesn't really matter.
I know. Yeah, but that was a really smart play by the quarterback. You know, Cooper Young staying calm, looking through his options, and seeing Kyle Oberfeld by himself. And now like he kind of redempts. You know, like still not the drop that he did before.
He'll redeem
However-
himself for the drop if they score a touchdown. Let's see on the next play.
Exactly. If they score, it's all forgiven.
So, we have one play, potentially the biggest play of the game so far.
What do you call Alexi?
Well, if Patton suggests anything, Ryan Garber has caught 16 touchdowns this season. Josh Neimer has caught 11. I don't think anyone else has caught a significant amount. So this play is really going one of two different places, and they have moved Josh Garber to the other side.
Yeah, but before I think the snapper caught a touchdown during this game.
Yeah, the snapper is Josh Neimer.
Oh,
It's
okay,
either
yeah.
the snapper or Garber where they look for in the red zone. The two have combined for something like 27 touchdowns. That's incredible.
Yeah, and now they have Max Newcastle on Josh Neimer, and that's a really smart decision by Lockdown, one of their best defenders.
Yep, and Ryan Garber, who's been playing on the right side of the field all game, was switched over to the other side of the field.
So that
Maybe there's a
means-
matchup they'd rather.
Exactly.
I'm smelling
That-
Ryan Garber here. You?
Me too. Maybe like another comeback, but honestly, the route that he did on his touchdown before was an amazing
That
route.
was
He has
fantastic.
amazing cuts, and he had so much separation on his breakout.
Coordinated with the pump fake. That's what's scaring me here from a lockdown defender. It's to bite or not to bite
Exactly.
on that pump fake.
That shows. Oh, Garber back into his
Back
normal
on the other
spot.
side. Perfect. So here we go. Last play of the first half. Trapstars leads 14-12, and they will be getting the ball in the second half.
Exactly.
From the 2-yard line. Can they punch it in? Cooper Young takes the snap, immediately looking towards Garber. Throws it towards Josh Neimer.
Oh,
In and out of his hands. Mass Newcastle with sticky coverage. He heard his footsteps. Is that a game-saving play by Max
yeah.
Newcastle?
Oh yeah, and that was a really bummer play by Josh Neimer because he could have caught that ball.
He could have. Honestly, Newcastle's in his way. He made his job harder, don't get me wrong.
Exactly. Great coverage, but that should have been caught. That should
So,
have been caught.
if you're a statistician here, you chalking that up as a drop or a defended pass?
Drop.
I agree.
Drop.
That should have been caught. So, Trapstars still have the 2-point lead. They're starting with the ball. If they score, that's 6. 8-point lead. 1-point convert makes this a 2-star game.
Yeah. Well, right now Lockdown has not converted in one of. They've converted 0 extra point attempts, so now they really gotta get into it, Chris, right? Because they're down by 2 extra points.
Exactly, which is weird because during the regular season, they're amongst the better teams on 1 or 2-point converts, converting above 50% of them, which is fantastic, 56%. So the odds of them to convert none here are low, and does speak to how good this Trapstar defense is in the end zone.
And also, I would like to add, we can see like a different chemistry between both teams, right? Like you see Trapstars, their players have they have like a connection, right? Like the quarterback throws a.
There's chemistry there.
Exactly, there's chemistry. That was what I was looking for. Can compared to Lockdown, have like 3 new players, right, from like last year. So Buccaneers still trying to build the chemistry between his receivers, and we see a really big difference between the chemistry between both teams.
They don't have that same connection, right? The pump fakes, they weren't there for the same level for both teams.
Exactly.
That being said, I'm surprised we haven't seen more Reese Morgan Tracy. Yes, he caught the 40-yard touchdown, but other than that, he's been good, not great. How do they get more out of him in the second half?
Well, honestly, I would like to give like a good shout out to Trapstars because they probably scouted the team and saw who's their best receiver, and they put their best DB on the best receiver. Because usually when you see like a guy who's new to FPF, you're like, oh, okay, he's not really a big threat, right? But now like they did their scouting and that's perfect. But how to get the ball more to Reese, honestly, even if Garber's on him and he can't get the ball to him, just like get some routes to get Garber out of the way and give the ball to other players, right? Because I know that they have tons of players that can make those plays.
Sounds good. He has 400 receiving yards on the season, Reese Morgan Tracy does, which is a ton. I think the other issue of getting him the ball is they've already been looking at him deep on flies, and he's been having a hard time with the sideline. The ball's been right on the sideline, which, while it's good ball placement, makes a good catch even more difficult since you're battling with the sideline. I'd love to see him get in a bit more space, maybe split the two defenders. If we could run in some more post patterns for Reese Morgan Tracy, I think that would give his explosivity, his high point ability, a bit more area to shine. I think it's time to lock down, take the shackles off, and start going at this a bit harder on offense and just a bit more risk. What do you think?
No, me too. Honestly, they're playing like a really smart, doing some smart plays, easy plays. But like the game is really tight and it's the finals, right? So you gotta really try it and just like try your new plays, try some different plays.
It's the finals. If you don't take a few risks, if you don't try a few shots
not
deep,
gonna win.
you're going to be going to bed tonight regretting it. Be like, oh, dang, I had the chance to go deep and I didn't. And then some other team's holding a trophy and you're wondering why.
Exactly.
So I think we're taking back to the field. I see Trapstars on the field. The camera's turning away from me back to the field. That's our cue that we're getting back to the second half. So we're coming to you live from Brossard, Quebec. This is the Division 5B Finals. I'm in the booth of Alex Blais. Trapstars currently lead 14-12 at the half. They're starting with the ball in a commanding position. It's just a 2-point lead. But let's remember, a score and a 1-point convert puts them firmly in the driver's seat in this game with a 2-possession lead.
Exactly. So right now the key is that lockdown gets to stop there. They need to get, their second stop. But the stop on the other drive, they would probably score if they would have all the plays.
So Cooper Young's thrown 4 interceptions, which I know I've already said. I'm reusing my stats.
Yeah.
So for a quarterback who doesn't throw interceptions, how do you stop him? Let's think about that while we watch the first play of the second half.
Exactly.
Cooper Young's under center, starting off the half. We're whistled in and ready to go. Takes the snap, straight drop, right to Ryan Garber. Tackles made by Lewis. That's an easy 7-yard game. As long as that cushion's still there, they have no reason to send Garber deep. He's elusive. He can make players miss afterwards.
Exactly. Like as long as I have like some strong, safe hands, just throw some quick hooks, quick slant, and that'll work, right? Even though you're like milking clock time, it's okay. You got the lead.
Exactly. The clock's their advantage now.
Exactly.
If I'm one of these two teams, I very much like Trapstars' position, and I just feel like they have more confidence. The only time they didn't score was when they had 3 plays left and missed an easy pass. So now, second and very short. Maybe it's time for a shot. Let's keep an eye on how Oberfeld. He looks like he wants a deep shot. Instead, this is David Giroux caught on his knees. Tackles made immediately by John. First down. Another 7-yard game. They're making it look easy. How do they do this against a very good defense?
Well, I mean, honestly, if I was locked down, I would maybe try twice man to see how it goes, right? Because they're not going for like deep shots, right? And like honestly, the reason why Alex is calling some zone is because he doesn't want to get beat deep. But they're not throwing deep.
I disagree with that. Alex is lined up in front of David Giroux, and I don't like the matchup of Alex against any of these Trapstar receivers in a man-to-man situation. I think Alex is a fantastic short defender. We've talked about his caffeinated tackling abilities, but that's only in a zone coverage. In a man, he'll get exploited. So we have third down. Oh, it's a pump fake. We're going deep to Ryan Garber. Up along the sidelines, 2 feet in, stomp down, catch. Out of bounds at the 1. And he flashes the 1 to the crowd. Ooh. That's a catch. That's a ball. The pump fake strikes again.
Hey, yeah. Like I was saying, the chemistry between those two players, like that was an amazing. That was an amazing catch.
Let's look at this replay. Pump fake goes deep. Goes up, high points, the ball comes in, toe taps out of bounds. 20-yard game for Trapstars.
So for you, Alexi, let's say that Trapstars win and it's far to be over. Who's your MVP for now, Garber or Young?
It's too early to say. They're equal in offense. Let's see what their defensive contributions are.
Okay,
Don't force this out of me already. You're getting ahead of yourself. So from the yard line, Cooper Young looking towards Garber, scrambles to his right, looks towards Josh Dimer, throws it away.
Nice
Josh
rush.
Dimer was double covered.
Yeah.
Very nice rush.
Nice
and
rush.
honestly, now I understand why Cooper Young's only thrown 4 interceptions all season. They're Division 5 quarterbacks who would try forcing that ball in. And you know what?
Exactly.
Maybe half the time you'd make it, but the other half the time you'd turn it over.
Exactly.
That's a smart play from a young quarterback.
Even some like Div 3 quarterbacks are they going to force passes, right? They won't like play as smart as Cooper Young. Cooper Young would really rather have any completion than an interception, right? Like he's a really smart flag football player.
I agree. It's been impressive to watch so far. Someone who I saw coming up through the junior ranks to dominating in 5B is a great thing to see. Second and down from the yard, scrambles right. Ryan Garber's at the back of the end zone, coming back towards the front, going underhand throw. Are you allowed to throw? Wait. Are you allowed to throw underhand in the red zone? My impression is no, and I think that's what the refs are allowing in, and that's what Leo's signaling. This will be an illegal forward pass, incomplete.
Oh, well, they call a touchdown.
I clearly don't know what I'm talking about.
Well, no. Honestly, I think it's because Leo's saying that the pass was above his hip, and that's what we call it. Because he can't throw it under, but if it throws it on the side, that's clean.
Could we get another replay potentially? I'm intrigued now.
But that was a nice catch. I'll give it to.
So let's take a look here at how this ball is coming out. This is a gorgeous play, by the way.
No looker.
Oh, no, that was a sidearm pass.
Goodness, what an amazing
That is
pass
Patrick
and
Mahomes
catch.
level arm stuff.
And give it to David Giroux. That was an amazing catch.
So we're going for a crucial 1-point convert here. Getting this makes it a 2-score game. Floated to the back of the end zone. Oh, Ryan Garber went for the one-handed grab and could not snag it.
And honestly, I'm seeing a bigger confidence in Cooper Young. He's been throwing these passes, these no-lookers, and they're still on point. I can see a really big confidence in Cooper
More
Young.
than the no-looker. He went around the rusher, bent, contorted his arm angle, and threw it like a baseball on the dot for a crucial touchdown.
That was incredible.
That's something I've never seen in FPF. Honestly, that was one of the more impressive
I've seen it
plays.
once by Cam Newton. That's all.
So we're saying Cooper Young's the next Cam Newton. I love it.
Maybe.
So, lockdown, down by 8, need to score, need some converts in a hurry. Buccaneer drops, looking deep. Has Reese Morgan Tracy and room to run. Makes a defender miss. Makes a second defender no. Can't make Kyle Oberfeld miss.
Yeah,
That's still a 15-yard gain.
Exactly.
That is what the doctor ordered.
Exactly, and that was a great route by Reese, a great pass by Buck, and that was a great run back. That was an amazing play. That's what you want to see from lockdown, and that's what you need right now at this point in the game.
And I love that they're not panicking, right? You're now down 8 points, and I'm sure we'll update the score here on the screen in just a second. But they could be tempted to go for deep. They could be tempted to make a mistake. And that was a really safe pass, something they've been running all season long.
Exactly, and also you can see Garber is not on Reese anymore, and
exactly. So first set of downs in opposing territory. Let's see what they can pull out of the bag of tricks now. Buccaneer takes a snap, looks to his left, completed to John, tackled by Cooper Young. Again, easy hooks.
Yeah, a 5-yard play. That's what you want to see. Even though you're down in one possession, that's still okay, right? You're still in the game. You're still very, very in this game.
Yeah, very much in this game. Again, we're coming to you live from Brossard, Quebec, the Division 5B final. 16 minutes left in the second half. 20-12 for Trapstars. Lockdown, have the ball, and are driving. I'm in the booth with Alex Blais. So we're now looking at a 3rd and short situation. We have 3 options. Short pass, deep shot, run. Choose one. One word.
Pass. Short pass. Never
Perfect.
Run.
So short pass is Alex's Blais call. He's looking short to Steven Alberico. Oh, that is Max Newcastle. That is a contested catch.
That was a quick tackle by Cooper Young.
That was right in Cooper Young's face.
Yeah.
Cooper's eyes flashed. He was thinking, I've got the interception. I've got the MVP. Max Newcastle flashed in front and caught the ball.
That honestly could have went for 6. That also could have went for 6. If he got that ball in his hand, he could have went for 6.
It was a riskier throw. Probably the riskiest throw we've seen Cooper Young make.
I'll say something. I think that Buck will not run the ball once today.
Interesting. I feel it's going to be coming up late in the game. Crucial 4th down, 1 yard. Then I feel the run coming up. Let's see who's right. Is this a 4th down now? Yes, I think it is. 1 yard to go. Oh, in and out of the hands of Reese Morgan Tracy. Was that 4th down?
Oh, that was 3rd.
Now it's 4th down coming up. I got nervous there. Well,
that was a quick release by Buck. That was an amazing pass right in the hands.
Yep.
Just Reese wasn't ready for that.
That
laser.
Was high and away. Is this on the quarterback putting too much sauce or the receiver who should have caught it?
He should have caught that.
Could the quarterback have made it easier?
No.
Okay. Nice ball by Buccaneers.
Because he put it in a place where the DB cannot get it. And at this point, you can't throw a pick. So that was an amazing decision.
Sounds good.
Buck.
So 4th down and 1. Steven Alberico running a slant away. He's looking there. He's got room to run. He's going to run. I told you so. Not only does he run, he runs all the way to the 1 yard line.
And honestly, he could have went in. I'm sure he could have went in, but he stopped at the 1. He didn't want to get hurt.
He had the athleticism to get there.
No,
you don't make business decisions in the finals. You make football decisions. Beats the rusher, has room to run, scrambles upfield. Tackled so short by Kyle Oberfeld. So fresh set of downs, 4 plays to work with. 1st and down for lockdown at the 1 yard line. Let's see what they're going for. This seems like Reese Morgan Tracy territory on a drag. Reese Morgan Tracy on the left-hand side of the field. Buccaneer takes a snap, looks right, flips his hips left, dingle-dongles it off to Steven Alberico. That was not pretty.
No. And right now, it's it's hard because usually offensive adjusts to Lane's defense in the red zone. But now you're seeing a team running man-to-man in the red zone, which is really rare. So maybe the playbook is shrinked for Buck.
See, if I was Buccaneer, I'd be happy. You have one of the best athletes in Division 5B. Trust them to win. Trust them to win and throw a pick on top of it to make sure it's a sure thing. But trust your athletes in this case. Let's see. I'd love to see crossing routes on either side of your screen here with a drag underneath. Second down from the 8-yard line. Lockdown looking to tie up this game with a score to 2-point convert. But again, beats the rusher.
And
Complete
touchdown.
to Reese Morgan Tracy. 1-yard touchdown on the drag. And now we have Alex, the Keel, in the back of the end zone, flashing up the deuces. They want to go for 2.
And great job by Buck, staying calm, waiting for the play to arrive to his hands. And he had 2 players in the end zone by himself together. And
So for me, the difference between the first half and the second half is in the first half, that would have been a sack. In the second half, Bucks adjusted, made the rusher miss, and turned a sack into a touchdown.
exactly, and going there, seeing like a run quick rusher on you, it's scary to try to escape the sack, right? But he's showing confidence.
So
in himself.
2-point convert now, second quarterback. This is John McKell back to Buccaneer. Buccaneer now has Reese Morgan at the back of the end zone.
Oh,
Pass is defended by David Giroux.
looking for a Buccaneers wanting a flag, but I think
And
that
he
that was
will
a
not be
clean-
getting one.
Nope.
That was a clean
That was
play.
a clean play. 18. I think that was the first time he got the ball thrown his way. Logan Boyce.
No, he's caught 1 or 2 passes, I believe. I could be
passes?
wrong. Maybe it was a few tackles. Either way, we're having arguments with the ref. Leo knows what he's doing. That was the good
Yeah.
call. Clean play. Pease disagrees. No one cares. He's used to being wrong. We have now 1st and 10, 20-18. Trapstars are still leading. 12 minutes left in the second half. Now, the only thing I hope is that lockdown doesn't let us get to their heads. They're playing a good game and a better second half. They can't let one decision they disagree with get to them. Do we have a video challenge? No one's told us.
Honestly, I'm pretty sure that it was a clean play. I mean, the ball's up. 3 guys want the ball. What happens, right? Unless it is really flagrant, you can't do much about that.
Maybe we had just a timeout so players can drink water. Either way, count me in as confused. Alex has gone back, talking with Leo again. That being said, we have no activity going on in the booth right now. No one's told us if they want a challenge. And I don't think they are. We have 20-18. We will have first down for Trapstars coming right up.
And right now, do you think, like, if Trapstar scores, does that kind of ice the game? And if they get the also
with
the extra
point convert, not ice the game, but it then becomes their game to lose. Right now, this is still anyone's games. And we have the refs huddling. There's something going on. I'd love if they had a mic on right now. My God.
I know, eh?
Sometimes you just want to listen in. See that ref talk. They talking about beers
the weekend. Talking about the weekend, you know.
beers after the game. Where are they going
Exactly.
tonight?
Leo's talking about his wordle of the day.
This is now a lengthy delay. I'm not sure what's happening.
Yeah, I think they're discussing about what happened, but they should get. I mean, they can come to the booth to see the play. Can't hear much with these noise
I think we
canceling
might have
headphones.
had an injury timeout. Reese Morgan Tracy's getting something put onto his elbow. Still here. They're making us feel dead time. I used up all my stats in the first half. This is not very nice of them.
Yeah, it's okay. I think there's like something that you didn't say. You can say you can say that Steven averaged just 5 yards per reception.
I did say that one. I said he
You
led
did?
the team with 40 yards in receptions despite only averaging 5 yards a catch. I've been through my stats.
Okay, it's okay. Do you wanna talk about your final tomorrow?
No, I'll pass. I've already written about it. I don't want to jinx it anymore.
Okay.
Nothing I hate more than writing myself and talking about myself. That being said, the clock is stopped. Should we have stopped the clock?
The clock's back to rolling.
Anyways, we're now huddling. This was a long play. Call it a TV timeout. You know when you're watching a game and then you have to watch the players do awkward things while TV goes to timeout? This is what we had. We just ran some very expensive commercials. Great sponsorships there.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Thank you, McDonald's. Thank you, Burger King, for the beautiful sponsorships.
So we're back. We're huddling. After a lengthy delay, we're finally back to action from Brossard Division 5B Finals. 20-18 for Trapstars.
A very tight game, a very good game to watch.
A very good game. I'm waiting for some more emotion. It feels like any other tight game. This doesn't feel like a final yet. Let's see what happens.
Yeah, you're right. Honestly, there's not even too many explosive plays, many big plays. It's just smart plays made by both quarterbacks and both other receivers. It's just a smart, textbook game of flag football.
And with the confidence level that Cooper Young's showing, you saw we've seen the pump fakes, the not underhand, but the contorted angles, making the rusher miss. You're wondering, what can stop him, if anything? Let's see, because we have first down and 10 for Trapstars. Did I jinx him? Did I not? He's scrambling, looking right. Easy pass. Kyle Oberfeld makes a defender miss. What a juke. Runs through other tacklers. Doesn't have the luck to run through them cleanly. Tackles made.
First down.
By Logan, boys. First down, Trapstars.
You know, and that's what you want to see, you know, doing like a quick 5-yard route and be able to get 6-7 yards after the catch. That's what you want to see from your receivers.
That's a quarterback's dream. That's an
Exactly.
easy pass. You're padding his stats. He's saying thank you and laughing all the way to the bank.
Hey, right now his job, Cooper, is simple. You just throw the small play and your receivers do the rest.
Exactly. And when he needs to make the big play, when he needs those hook and goes, he's hitting in them. 2nd and 10, fresh out of downs. Cooper scrambling to his right immediately. He's probably going to throw it away. He does throw it away.
Smart play again.
Intentional grounding.
Oh,
Flags
now
come
we
out.
saw it.
It's been called. Interesting call. What's your reaction? We've got a replay here on the screen.
Honestly, I don't think that should have been called because Garber, you know, like, even though he went back up, he was there at first. But, you know, I will not argue with Leo's call.
I'm going to disagree. Intentional grounding has 2 criteria. First, is there pressure? Second, is there a receiver in the area? There was not a receiver in the area. He threw the ball to his own feet. There was 2 lockdown defenders closer than Ryan Garber. I think that's the good call. Intentional grounding. 2nd and very long coming up now for Trapstars. Let's see what they have. Is this hook and go time? That's what I'd go for. Drops back. He's looking deep. Scrambles to the right. He's going to run. He's going to run. Tackle is made.
After an
Tackle.
8-yard game?
Yeah, so I thought that Reese Morgan Tracy got the tackle. I was wrong.
No, it was
Instead,
Louis
it was
Messier
Louis
Lavallée.
who got the tackle right on the rush bag. That means it's a 7-yard gain.
Yeah, and also we saw Garber going upfield after that, right? He went like a little hook, but then he went upfield. So
I think that was a scramble, Joe. When your quarterback takes off,
yeah, you go upfield.
if you're on the outside, you go upfield. If you're inside, you come back to your quarterback.
But on the replay, we can see that Garber was by himself. So if Cooper was quick enough and realized that he went upfield, he would have got a touchdown out of Garber.
A good receiver will have told him that in the huddle. They'll be keeping an eye out for that later on in the game. Now, 3rd and 8. Interesting situation. A completion here is critical to make it 4th and manageable. Let's see what Trapstars have. Garber takes the snap. Young takes the snap. Scrambles to his right. Under pressure. Wobbly ball. Caught by Giroux. Tackle made by Louis.
Yeah. Like
Do we have a first down?
No, I don't think so. But honestly, we've been seeing the same plays back to back to back. Those hooks. Number 7, number 14, and Garber, they've been getting these hooks all game.
So, 4th down and 1. Biggest play of the game so far? That's what happens in the second half.
I would go for Josh Neimer on a quick drag.
See, and this is where we disagree. I'm running the ball. You need 1 yard. You're a fast, elusive quarterback who's been beating the rusher. Take it off and run. Put the game in your own hands. Let's see what they do. 4th and 1. Huge play coming up here from Brossard 5B Finals. Easy completion. That is way too easy. And he scrambles in for a touchdown. They're asking for a flag guarding. They're not going to get it. He's dancing in the back of the end zone.
Honestly,
Vincent Rizzolo.
That was a great way to break the tackles. He did an amazing run after catch.
That being said, that was soft coverage on 4th down. They dropped what looked like the 2 slots deep, left the hooks wide open like they have been open all game.
Well, you were scared of him rushing the ball and getting the first down. What have you done, some man or like a different play to adjust that run of
I would have gone for a really aggressive corner lock. They haven't thrown any hooks this snapper, so I'm not worried about him hooking in the middle of the field. The 2 flat, short, aggressive defenders would have taken away the flats, and an aggressive press on the outside would have taken that away. I don't think that was a good defensive call. And if Trapstars can throw on the 1-point convert here, it might be the final nail in the coffin. Let's see what we have. 1-point convert. This team converts around 45% rate in the regular season. Scrambling to his right, under pressure by the receiver.
Oh, nice sack by Reese.
Game-saving sack. Reese Morgan, Tracy. That is huge.
That wasn't a huge play. That was a great sack at the perfect timing.
This won't show up in the stats. It's only going to show up on the field. Thank God it's filmed for Reese Morgan, Tracy. And thank God we're here to note it for him. Because if he buys the time, if he beats the rush, Cooper Young is converting that 9 times out of 10.
So, Alexi, right now, they're down by 8, right?
Yep.
Yeah, but right now, Lockdown never does 2-point conversions. Do you think that they have like plays in the back of the player book for 2-point conversions? Because they're not used to running those plays.
How many years has Buccaneer been playing in this league?
A lot.
He's run 2-point converts. Trust me, he has a play. And if he doesn't have a 2-point convert play, he has a play he'd run if he was 10 yards away from the end zone. First down, scramble to his left. I thought he was looking deep. Instead, he was looking for Max Newcastle. That was man coverage, covered tightly by Cooper Young.
However, the snapper was by himself. I saw him have some separation. However, I will not say that was a bad decision because Buccaneer threw that ball where only Max can catch it.
He threw it where only Max could catch it, but it was low. It was outside. It would have been a very difficult catch. With 4 minutes left, you just take your time, go score,
and
but take
picks.
the easy passes. Obviously, no picks.
That would be deflating.
Oh, yeah. A pick would be game-changing. 2nd and 10. Takes the snap. Rusher barreling in. Looking across. Max Newcastle now catches the ball. Has room to run. Switches his hips. Tackle is made by Vincent Rizzola.
First down.
First down indeed.
So now we have 4 minutes left. What do? Do you try to milk the clock and try to give less time possible?
I just play my game. It says 4 minutes here. We had a lengthy timeout. We don't even know if our time's accurate. They don't have a clear idea what the time is in your head. At this point in the football game, there's too much time. Do your job, score. That being said, Reese Morgan Tracy's on the sidelines right now. Surprised?
Honestly, I think it's his elbow, right? It's all taped up. I think it's a really bad turf burn.
Nothing worse than turf burn. Those make the worst scars. We have 2nd down, looking deep. Max Newcastle.
That's
a snag! He plucked it out of the air above his head.
Catch.
What a catch! What a score! Touchdown, Max Newcastle.
That's how you feel the role of Reese now being on the field, making an amazing play. That was one of the best catches I've seen.
Let's see the replay on it. I cannot wait to see this one again. Look how he snags this out of the air. We're hunching in. Look at the screen. Beautiful ball deep. Goes up above the defender, plucks it out of the air, turns his hips, avoids the tackle.
He changes his body direction on a dot. That was an amazing catch.
You look at Max Newcastle. He doesn't look like an elite athlete.
Nope.
He just proved us all wrong. Now, 2-point convert territory.
That catch literally
game on the line. What are we looking for?
Man, literally that catch just like shaved.
Second quarterback. They didn't drop another rusher. This is a mistake here. Ball's chucked deep. Open.
Oh, and it's a tie game.
Incomplete.
Oh, what?
He stepped out of bounds.
Oh, no. They could contest this, right?
This is getting heated. Trapstars.
I would use my contestation on this. I would contest this play.
I think that's what Alex is going to say.
But that, honestly, even though it's incomplete, that was an amazing catch. That was a great, like a great height play. He jumped.
Let's see if we can get a replay here, see if we can get a better idea. They'll know. We'll know if we need a challenge or not. Don't worry, we won't tell them. Replay coming up. Thank you, Iggy. Or maybe not. We got the replay at the end of the play. We're working on it for you folks.
But watch out, they can't complain too much because if they get a flag, that would be really bad.
I think we do have a challenge. Leo's walking up. Brent, our video replay official, is walking down. Top level officials hanging up.
I think we have a camera view ready for no. Oh.
So we are challenging on the 2-point convert. Lockdown are claiming that his 2 feet came down inbounds.
And honestly,
we're going to the replay.
Yeah, and this is a really, really crucial play to this game, right? Look at this core. Even like, because if Trapstars scores like they usually do on their drives, the game's over.
So let's remember one thing here as well. My feeling is we won't have a conclusive camera angle. So the way the rule is stated is that if your conversion is unsuccessful, as in if there's video evidence to prove you're wrong, you lose the challenge. If it's inconclusive, if we don't have the camera angle, then we're going to keep their challenge, but the ruling on the field will remain.
Exactly.
So that is what I'm expecting here. I haven't seen a camera angle yet which proves us either way what's happened.
No.
Let's see if we can get a better one.
That's like it's hard, because you have like a little 2-3 gap from the blue and the green on the field. So if it was like straight to blue incomplete, that would be better for a better angle to see. Because
we're trying to get the quip here. The only thing I see on repeat is Vincent Rizzola very happily pumping his fist in the air. It's great to see. I love the emotion. That's not what I'm looking for on the play. I want to see his feet. I haven't seen anything yet. I don't have a camera angle yet, which, in my opinion, can change the call.
But honestly, I'm pretty sure that it'll be ruled incomplete. But how great would it be if it's 26 and we get some overtime? I would love to see that today.
Overtime would be fun. We haven't had any overtime
Nope.
yet. Oh, that'd be fun. And we get to call the overtime.
Oh yeah.
Fingers crossed.
Oh yeah.
We
a
are
great way
cheering
to
for overtime.
finish the first day of finals. But still, honestly, even if the game sadly ends on that,
The game won't be
Well,
ending
I
on
mean,
that.
won't-
I
it
know
won't-
the
it won't
clock
end,
has
yeah.
stopped. Our timer here hasn't stopped. It'd be interesting to see how much time we actually have left.
but honestly, we've been treated to an amazing game.
Perfect. We just got confirmation from officials on the field. There's 2 minutes 38 seconds left. No confirmation about the replay challenge yet, but 2 minutes 38 seconds. The time is currently stopped.
Oh, I just heard a word from Giroud. He said that the call is that he stepped out of bounds and came back in bounds.
Interesting, and I'm not sure if that's something you can challenge. So the video replay challenge was inconclusive. We didn't have enough camera angles to say if we were right, if we were wrong. So what that means is the play on the field will stand, but there's an important caveat to that. Lockdown, from my understanding of the rule, I'm not an expert, I'm sure Eagle is, have retained their challenge. So they are down. There is 2 minutes 30 left. Their championship hopes are clinging by a thread, but the silver lining is they still have their challenge left.
Oh, for sure, for sure. And also, like honestly, the game is still in hand. Like I know that they just topped once Trapstar, and that was on the end of the game. But sorry, the end of the half. But I'm pretty sure that they have the defense capable of stopping.
And on the bright side, even if Trapstars score, they still have a chance to keep this game in hand by stopping the convert. So, 1st and 10, 2 minutes 38 seconds, 5B finals. Cooper Young takes the snap, rolls to his right. He's looking deep.
Oh.
Ryan Garber is wide open, caught.
Touchdown,
Touchdown,
Ryan
Garber.
Garber.
8-point lead for Trapstars, dancing in the back of the end zone.
Oh, he stepped out of bounds. Did he step out of bounds? What's going on? Apparently he stepped out of bounds. That's what I can see from here.
This is an interesting game as far as callers go. Let's see what we have replay-wise once again. No, we're walking down the field. So we have another video replay. I'm not sure if we have a conclusive.
I cannot see it. The camera.
So I think what the call on the field here was that Ryan Garber stepped out of bounds prior to catching the pass, which would make for an incomplete pass.
Yeah. And also with the camera views that I've seen right now, I do not see a play that can either confirm or deny that claim.
Yeah, I feel like we are missing a decent amount of it. I feel like, again, we won't have enough information to overturn this play. That's my gut impression. We've been here before. We've seen it before. And it kind of feels like poetic justice on both sides. Neither team will be happy with either one of these calls, but it's fair.
Exactly. They'll both get one call that can be really justified.
So taking here one more look at the replay, I think Garber dips out of our screen at the crucial time. He reappears right here where he's clearly in bounds. That's a solid yard and a half inbounds.
But honestly, even if this counts as a touchdown or not, that was a great moment to finally make Garber go downfield and do like a deep threat play. Because he's been doing these small plays the entire game, and that's an amazing time.
Sorry, let's hear the refs call 1 second. Perfect. So the play stands as called. We didn't have sufficient video evidence to see if he did or did not step out of bounds. We're staying with the call on the field, which means we have the exact same situation as before. Trapstars still have their video replay challenge, as do Lockdown. 2 challenges, 1 game, and we could still have 2 more to go. Now, the clock stopped again when the challenge occurred, so in my mind we have roughly 2 minutes left. What's the move here for Lockdown?
I mean, hey, like you've seen that finally Garber can go downfield, so you got to watch Garber because I know that he's going to be eyeing Garber again. He's frustrated that his touchdown didn't count, and he wants another one. And I know that Cooper Young...
My question is, do they want to go downfield, or would they rather milk some clock? Exactly. The touchdown actually wasn't an awful outcome for Lockdown. No. Okay, so now we have 2nd down. 1st down was incomplete after that break. Short pass to David Giroux, and it's dropped. That being said, these passes to the slots have been wide open all game long. If I'm Trapstars, are you coming back to that exact same play?
I am. Like, Like, honestly, it's been open the entire game, and I do not think that Alex is going to adjust his defense this late in the game, right? Because like, there's so much on the line right now.
The adjustment should have been made before. I don't understand how there's so much separation in the slots. There is a solid 5 or 6 yards of cushion every single time Cooper Young scrambles. We have 3rd and 10, 3rd and long,
Like,
crucial play coming up. Cooper Young takes the snap. Kyle Oberfeld's going deep. We got a wheel play down the sidelines. Incomplete. Hard pressure on by Reese Morgan Tracy. Yes.
That was an amazing rush. Great, great way to keep him out of, like having his throwing arm. That was an
4th
amazing
down.
rush.
Crucial call to punt or not to punt.
What would you do, Alexi?
I would punt.
Me too.
Perfect.
Me too. I would trust
I'm
my
a defensive guy. I trust my defense. It's 26-24. That being said, what I've heard from Peace talking on the other side of the field is if you don't punt, lockdown get the ball, they can score quicker, you get the ball back, and then you still have more time. This is next level FPF thinking. Thank you, Peace.
And also, they haven't thrown too much deep balls to Garber, and I know that Garber, if he gets a ball thrown deep,
4th down here, 4th in the game potentially. Cooper drops back, pass goes deep, he has room. Caught! Touchdown! That being said, is this the best case scenario for lockdown? If they stop the convert, they have a chance, time on the clock, 5 plays left, to go down the field, score 2-point convert, and tie the game. It's all going to come down to this 1-point convert right here. I'll go as far to say 1 point ends the game, no convert, we keep on playing.
Exactly.
The 5 plays have been whistled.
The worst part is that I've seen this seam that Garber ran, and he did run out of bounds on this one, so maybe it confirms that he ran out of bounds next to the other play.
Interesting. Good
catch. He literally stepped two steps out of bounds. But yes, honestly, the game is relying right now. This is the most important play in the game right now.
So if you're Trapstars, what's your go-to 1-point convert play?
Well, look, I'm pretty sure that lockdown is gonna run lanes, right? So you guys, so you gotta run a lane beater. Maybe put like Garber in the slot and have him run like a deep in goal, back at the end zone in. That's what I would call. But I'm not a quarterback, so I can't really dictate what he's gonna say.
I like that call. And if I'm locked in on defense, here's what I do. Cooper Young has always scrambled to his right or left. So I'm running lanes defense. I'm putting the 4 as the free safety. And the second he scrambles, I'm pulling the 4 across the middle, over the top of the field to give that backup deep. Now, if Cooper goes the other way, you're vulnerable. But if he follows his patterns and goes to a strong side, that would be a great way to stop it. That being said, we've all seen Ryan Garber has switched sides.
Yeah.
So 1-point convert here. This comes down to this play. Scrambles to his right. Looks deep. Sideline. No drag swag. 1 point for the championship.
Hey, that was a 2-possession game. I think that ends it. And, we just saw the chemistry between these two players. That was an amazing placement. That was an amazing catch, an amazing route. That was textbook flag football. That was an amazing play.
If you're locked down, why wouldn't you challenge that? You have the challenge left. If it's a 1% chance, you might as well use it. It looks like a clean catch. Don't get me wrong. I just don't get what they're playing for right now. You're down by 9 points. You have a challenge in your pocket, which you're going to be going to bed with tonight. Anyways, we have a 9-point lead. This is looking like a done game for Trapstars. Buccaneer takes the snap, looks across the middle of the field, looking for Max Newcastle, incomplete. At this point, you're playing for pride. You're playing for what's the goal?
Honestly, even if it's a 2-score game, you still have like a back in the mentality that you might win by a miracle scenario that you score and the bat snap over and you get the ball back, right?
But they wouldn't even have the chance. If Trapstars get the ball, they'll whistle the game dead. This is a done game. They're a dead man walking right here, lockdown.
Hey, man, I would still try to score and maybe like a miracle may come down on me, right?
Buccaneer drops deep. Looks to Reese Morgan Tracy. Nice completion. Runs back. Makes a defender miss. Tackled by Kyle Oberfeld. First down. Lockdown. 10-yard gain on the play.
And also, this game's filled, right? So why not try do a big play and a big time catch to show your friends, right? So why not
time to pad your highlight reel.
Exactly,
good catch.
Exactly.
Now, one question. Reese Morgan Tracy catches the ball, has a really bad instinct of then running back towards his own end field.
Yeah, well,
would he be a more effective receiver if he just backpedaled and went straight upfield?
For sure. Well, that shows his kind of inexperience in flag plus football, right? Like in football, that would work. You got speed, you go upfield, and that works. But now,
third down, Catch is completed to Logan Boyce, who for some reasons, his name I still can't remember. That is
Garber
an
on his tackle.
8-yard gain.
With Garber on his tackle. And, like, honestly, at this point in the game, you don't care who's covering who, right? You're just trying to finish it. The game's over, right? But, honestly, I think that Garber should have stayed on a Reese the entire game. But, hey, they won, so.
What are we to critique when they're going to be hoisting a championship in a
Exactly.
few minutes and we will not?
Exactly. So you know what? I respected the decision.
So now snap goes. Buccaneer, like usual, across the middle field, completed to backs. Newcastle tackled by Cooper Young. 10-yard gain, another first down. Do we have one or two plays left?
2 or 1. Well, we'll see. Well, I'm pretty sure that Trapstars will be our new Division 5B this champions.
Yes, they are. The T-shirts are on the way down to the sidelines. The trophies there as well, waiting for them. These final 2 plays, the whistle goes, and they get to celebrate. What a season for Trapstars. 9-1,
Yeah.
perfect playoff run.
Yeah, and honestly, lockdown. Also, I'm very proud of like their progress to the past season. Right, like last season, they're mid in the rankings, but now they're in the finals.
First
so.
down, Buccaneer drops back, looking to his left, scrambles to his left, completes the Max Newcastle in the end zone. Touchdown, lockdown. That's 6 points for Max Newcastle.
Oh, the punt, no extra points.
No extra point. I think we'll be whistling the game. Leo's flashing a 2 up in the air. He's now signaling to whistle. He whistles it, and Trapstars are your Division 5B champions for the winter 2022 FBF season.
We've got a new champion in Division 5B.
So for me, the big question that remains here is Lockdown had a great season. This is a team which has been the definition of 6-4 and 5-5. They changed their strategy. They went into the combine, added a whole bunch of new unknown players. Are they paving a new formula of success that to win an FPF, you need to use the combine?
Honestly, the combine is a great place to find some new players with low rating too, right? Like you can get them like honestly, if you find like a Division 3 talent, you can put him in like Division 3 with a 70 overall. That really helps your team. So that's perfect.
And Trapstars are hoisting the Division 5B trophy. Hugs all around. But that is a really great point. We've seen it time and time again. Look at the 5A final from the REIT. The key to winning an FPF is having lower rated players. I think the FPF Combine will become more and more popular. We had one a few weeks ago.
Yeah.
If you're a team captain listening to me right now, send an email to the league, see if any players are still available. I think that Lockdown have proved that there is success through the Combine, and that's something we could see changing in future seasons.
Exactly.
What do you think's next for Trapstars? What's the next challenge?
I mean, I'm for sure that they'll play in a higher division, right? But that's like a bunch of guys that play together in multiple teams, and maybe Trapstars may cease because they're going up a division and they already have teams in other divisions. So we'll see what happens to Trapstar.
Either way, this was an impressive performance by Trapstars. I think the best word I'd have to use it would be clinical and faultless. Could you think of a single mistake, blown play, interception they made?
No, honestly, like that was like a good play. That was an amazing play. That was like a no mistake game, and you know, like they did, like just like enough to win by like 2 points. But that's enough, you know. You're still the champion. 2 points or like 25 points. You're still the champion.
Look, the stereotype of a young team is that they make mistakes and they throw the games away. I think we need to agree that this team does not conform to that stereotype whatsoever.
Exactly. Like
they
honestly,
play
like honestly,
really, really smart football.
Like Cooper Young is playing like a 20-year-old, like a freaking 20-year veteran. He's an amazing player.
Exactly. I think you're going to say a 20-year-old. He might actually be a 20-year-old.
Oh,
But for me, what most impressed me and what excites me for the future of this franchise is if you remember that touchdown play, he was scrambling to his right, bending down, converted around the rusher, and sidearmed the pass. We thought it was so weird. It was an underarm pass.
That was one of the best passes I've seen. Like, literally, this is the best pass I've seen all day. This may be the best pass I've seen this season. That was an amazing play. That was a risky play. But him, Cooper Young, knowing his receivers and knowing his abilities, he's able to make that play.
And that's fantastic. That's the kind of play which will beat defenses from Division 5 all the way up to the highest divisions in FPF.
For sure.
And if this team continue growing, and adding additional talent, it's going to be exceptional to see what they can do.
Oh, yeah.
Now, I think they're breaking their huddle. The celebrations are winding up. And what's also winding down is our day here from Brossard, Quebec. We've had 4 finals. I think we have 4 more to go tomorrow. The action will start tomorrow at 4 p.m. if I'm correct. There we go. Iggy's flashing me up the floor. We're starting with you. So tune in again tomorrow from 4 p.m. to Quebec. We have Co-Ed 2, Division 6, Division 6D, maybe, not 100%. No, sorry. We have Division Co-Ed 2, Division 6, and Divisions 1, 2, and 3. So the 6D. There we go. I'm getting more information. Lots of finals tomorrow. And remember, the big dogs are playing tomorrow. Tune in for those Co-Ed 1, for those Division 1 and 2 finals. Those are the fun ones. Now, signing off today, I'm in the booth. That was your Division 5B finals. That was your day of FPF finals. So with Alex Blais, I'm Alexi Dubois, signing off saying thank you so much for listening. Ciao and have a nice day.